guys, welcome back for another complex combo with your girl Sonia B. That's me. Happy New Year. For those of you who are new to my channel, why don't you take a moment and click a like, click subscribe. Just click down below. Those of you who are not a stranger to my channel, welcome back. It's a new year. Maybe it's a new you. I don't know. I just wanted to hop on here and wish everyone a happy new year. I am not one for New Year's resolutions, but I do take time at the end of the year and the beginning of the year to commit or recommit some things to myself personally. And this year, I am just committed to not wasting my time. And by wasting my time, I mean with things and people and even work. You know, not spending a lot of energy on things and people that don't serve me, but more so deplete me, depleting my energy, wasting my time. I don't have time for that. I realized at the end of the year, with several events that took place, it was just a reminder of how precious life is, how valuable time is, and it reminded me of the time wasters that I was entangled with. In my time of self-reflection and evaluation, I realized that there were moments in time last year where I minimized myself to make room for other people. I made myself small so that other people could feel whole, and that didn't leave me feeling too good. So part of my recommitment is to make sure that I no longer do that. Another thing I discovered about myself during this time of reflection was that I wasted a lot of time chasing people. And by chasing people, I mean people who say one thing and do another, and really not accepting people for what they were showing me. These are red flags that I've discovered in the past in relationships, but I was accepting these things in friendships. When an individual says they're going to call and they do not, calling them to say, hey, you know what happened? Or texting, hey, I waited for your call. People make time for what they want to make time for. And I had to realize that across the board, in friendships, relationships, and even family relationships, that people prioritize the things that are important to them. And if I am not important to an individual or a group of persons, there's no sense in me chasing it. I don't feel like anyone should have to chase a friendship or a relationship. So that's another thing I crossed off. So as you enter into this year and push through, there are a couple of things that I challenge you to do. And number one is just be consistent in who you are. Don't start off any type of friendship or relationship with behavior that you know you won't be able to maintain. Another thing to not do is don't pretend to like things that fall out of your normal realm. If you're with someone, they like outdoor activities and you don't, you hate being outside and nature scares you to death, don't pretend. Because at some point, somebody's going to call you on your bluff. You go camping and they don't understand why you're screaming the whole time. You know, if you don't like indoor activities, if you don't like to bowl, if you don't like to watch sports, don't pretend to do this. You are now setting a tone for your representative. And it's hard for your representative to keep up the lie, right? Also, don't slack off. Don't start one thing that you cannot keep up, which pretty much leads back to the first thing that I said. Don't set the tone that you're into something, that you like something, that you want to do something, that you want to establish something, but you don't have the stamina to keep it up because that's not what you really want. Be consistent. Consistency is what I'm looking for in 2022. So all of this to say that I hope and I wish you all a successful 2022. I hope you get any and everything that you set out to get, that you achieve every single goal that you set forth to achieve. You establish relationships with intent, and that they're all successful. I know we're always a work in progress, But all I'm striving for this year is consistency. And I challenge each and every one of you watching this video today to work on achieving the same. In order to achieve it, you too must be consistent. So these things are not just for other people in our lives, but for you as well. Be who you are, be true to who you are, and stay consistent with those things. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't pretend to like things that you really don't like, because you cannot maintain the lie. I promise you, you cannot. Until next time, it's your girl,